Mervyn John and Joyce Edith have now accepted each other in marriage. In the name of the God, I declare them to be husband and wife.
It's going to be really hard to get over you, but I'm going to do it. And whatever you have to do to justify it, everything between us is based on a lie, and I can never forgive you for that.
Please, Julie, just...
No! Just go.
You're going back with the others. We know you didn't kill Kelly.
Straight? Oh, I told you I didn't do it, didn't I, Mrs. M? I told you.
Come on, settle down.
They wouldn't have done it yet?
Yes, it was Williams.
You're kidding. You keep your bitch!
Now, that's enough. Come on.
But how'd they find out?
You've been freed of all charges, and that's all you need to know.
Look, I can't you see she's not here? I'm gonna have you!
Dad, look out! Oh, God!
What are you two still doing here? Get inside.
I'm staying with me, mate. Dan, you gotta believe it. I'll break his bloody
Just
leg.
get out of here, damn you! Dad, I'm so sorry.
Shut up, Connors. Get inside.
Anne, go easy on Reed. Wouldn't have been her fault.
Quiet, Mr. Morton, and don't move.
Please, I'm no bongo.
Russell Street just phoned. There's an all points out on him. He won't get very far.
Good. I'll be gone for the day. I want you to take over.
Me?
Because I don't want to spoil the wedding by dragging Meg away.
Fair enough.
You better call in Joan, too. He'll be understaffed.
Will do. And don't you worry about anything. You just look after Dan.
Oh, what the hell's going on? What do you reckon the noise was? I hope no one's been hurt. Wish they bloody well tell us. Screws, where are you? Oh, it's Rita! Hey, Rita, what happened? What's going on, Rita?
All right. Get back from the gate.
She's hurt. What happened, Rita? Is there one noise? You couldn't believe it. It's Bongo. He's bloody crazy.
Come on, move it.
Excuse me, Merv, look, we want a lot more light here. See that contraption there? Oh, let's switch it on for us.
Oh, stop me. That's okay, mate.
Never smashed on your wedding day, eh?
Not that, really.
Oh, listen, if you want to take an extra day off, Joyce, I'm sure we can juggle the rocks.
Oh, no, thanks, Meg, but we've made up our minds we're going to take our honeymoon on our annual holidays.
It's enthusiastic, isn't it?
Oh, yes, it's so exciting to think we'll be able to see it all back again.
Instant replay.
Yes, and for the women after that terrific wedding breakfast. I mean, it's just those nice touches that make the job so satisfying.
Uncle Perth wants you something to film.
Oh, right, excuse me. Excuse me. Oh, hello, darling.
Now, everybody, come and charge your glasses and come into a group.
We've got a drink.
That's right. Get all around the lovely, happy couple there. Thank you very much. I'm going for a nice group shot now. Are you ready? Lots of smiles. That's the idea.
Thank you. Another
Thank
kiss. Thanks, Jim.
Just a little for me. That's fine.
Here we go.
You're going.
To us.
Cheers. Oh, that's great. Have you got any Vaseline?
Pardon?
To the lens.
Oh, I think there's some in the bathroom. I'll just pop and get it for you, Uncle Perth, all right?
There's a regular Cecil bit of milk.
Very enthusiastic.
Meg, about that thesis of mine.
Shouldn't we talk about that later?
No, I just want you to understand how sorry I am. I didn't mean to betray anyone's trust. It just seemed the best way to do any real research. I just wish Julie could understand that.
I think her biggest problem is the parole hearing tomorrow.
Yeah, I've heard they can be a bit tough.
They have a very bad habit of not giving the women the benefit of the doubt. They need to be convinced on the spot. See for themselves that the prisoner has a very positive attitude.
Just wish there was some way I could convince her I'm serious about her.
You can persevere, I suppose. Not that that's going to help her tomorrow.
No. There is something that will.
What?
Straight after the reception, I'll go to Wentworth. I'll ask her to marry me.
sure you do love her. But proposing to her just to lift her spirits for the parole hearing.
I'm not being rash, believe me. I want to marry her, and I want her to know that.
Fine, but your world and Julie's are poles apart.
Yeah, well, that's why I love her. Now, she's shown me this life apart from dinner parties, cocktail parties, pool
Go on, I'm
parties.
not one to stand in your way. I just hope you know what you're doing, that's all.
I've never been sure of anything in my life.
Excuse me, Meg. There's a phone call. I think it's Mrs. Reynolds.
Excuse me.
I told her that car needed a service.
Can I fill your glass up?
To the brim, old chap.
What? Hey, stop, I can't follow you. Did you say Connor's brother?
Yes, he got away on the bike after he deliberately rode straight into Dad.
Oh, my God, is he all right?
He's in X-ray. Looks like 2 broken legs, but they haven't confirmed anything yet.
I'll come straight away.
Oh, no, Mick, don't spoil the wedding. The reason I rang was to see if you'd call in at Wentworth when you leave. Bob's in charge, he may need a hand.
Of course. And then I'll come straight to the hospital.
Thanks. Oh, and Mick...
Don't worry. I won't breathe a word.
Over here, Mrs. Morris. We'll get one for the girlies at Wentworth.
Honestly, I really don't feel
All
as
right, now, don't be camera shy.
Oh, thanks, Uncle
Won't take a
Bruce.
moment. Well, that's the idea. Yeah. Oh, look.
Oh, get Jim.
Come on, Jimmy. Come on, Jim. Wake up. That's right. Get rid of your plaything there. Standing behind. That's the idea. Pull yourself out. Beautiful. Now then, all eyes and teeth. Raise your glasses. Cheers. That's all here. I must get a shot of that one. That's very good. Keep smiling. Keep smiling. That's the idea. That's beautiful. That's beautiful shot. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. That's lovely.
Make sure that's typed up first thing in the morning, will you? Ah, Joan, thanks for coming in. We're basically shipshape, just a bit of organising.
Really?
First up, trade duty.
Why, you're short of waitresses.
Somebody has to do it, and we'll manage, short-staffed as we are, if we both put in an effort.
That remains to be seen.
Hey, look at the Maxwell bitch. Probably reckons we're trying to poison her food, eh? What? Don't you listen?
I was thinking about something else.
Geez, you lot are about as much fun as a stubbed bloody toe.
It's all right for you. You just got off a murder charge.
Stevie boy, is it?
It's not going to be the same getting me parole without him waiting for me.
Oh, nonsense. It's a whole new start. And anyway, anything's better than being in here.
Yeah. Especially when your dumb brother tried to bust you out and you didn't want him to.
You still think they'll blame you for it?
Probably just letting off steam because of Dan being the Gov's boyfriend.
Well, it wasn't your fault.
You know what really sticks in my throat? It wasn't just any mongrel that heard Dan. It was my own brother.
Well, I wonder how the wedding's going.
Oh, yeah, they'll be Mr. and Mrs. by now, won't they?
Can we talk about something else?
Oh, stop being such a downer, Jules.
I just want to talk about something else.
Seen any good films lately? Oh, what's that stink?
Oh, Lexi.
Must be that Maxwell bitch, eh?
Stop picking on her.
Picking on her? You saw the way she hoed into me in the laundry?
Well, I heard you provoked her.
And what would have happened to the baby if you'd have fought back?
Don't worry. She'll get what's coming to her.
Yeah, just like that other weasel, eh?
Oh, Lexi, I do.
Oh, keep your shirt on, Nance. Just got Lurch to take her a message for me.
Hello, Williams, against the wall.
The girl's got big plans for you, Williams.
Yeah? I killed Kelly for you.
Hurry up and no talking.
Killed her for yourself. Couldn't give a stuff about
Shut up, Jenkins, and get out.
Hey, Ferguson. Bet you're dying to hear about Moran and that Maxwell, Sheila.
Put a sock in it, Williams.
Your mate Moran's getting it off with her right under your bloody noses. What do you reckon about that? Meg, I wasn't expecting to see you so soon. It's all right, I wasn't in much of a party mood after you.
Sorry, I didn't mean to spoil it for you.
Oh, that's fine. Joyce and Mervyn are in seventh heaven. I just told them I had a bit of a headache.
Thanks.
Oh, I rang Bob. Joan's snappy, but manageable. Any more word on that?
Apparently they found some sort of spinal injury. Well, they haven't said what it is, just that it'll mean traction for a while.
Oh, I am sorry.
I've learned something anyway. How much Dan means to me. If Bongo Connors hadn't got away, I think I would have attacked him with my bare hands.
Ever got into him doing a harebrained stunt like that?
Drugs, I suppose. Timing was rotten, I know that. Dan and I were just...
It's not going to change anything, is it?
Who knows?
Oh, of course it won't. I'll get us both a coffee.
Geez, you must be losing your touch on wiping you out.
Oh, well, what do you bloody reckon? Me brother's just wiped out one of me best mates. Of course I'm off the bloody game.
Come on, Rita, I'm only joking. I'm sorry. Just a bit touchy.
Hey, guess what I just heard? Maxwell and Moran, they've been having it off together.
Who told you?
Well, I just heard William saying it.
Oh, well, there you go. It must be true.
Look, she's full of it, Lurch.
Well, the freak didn't seem to think so.
Yeah, well, it would explain a few things, like why Moran gave us that talk after she arrived. Yeah, and why he's been sticking up for her ever since she got here. Who's coming?
Yeah.
You bet. Where are you going?
But our nurse is going to ask her a few polite questions.
Get to the point, Miss Ferguson.
Very well. Are you having a relationship with the Maxwell woman?
Where did you get that from?
Seems Williams in solitary knows all about it.
Then Williams is mistaken.
Really?
The answer is no.
And I wonder where she got that impression.
Kath Maxwell is a friend of mine.
Ah.
Has been for a long time, and that is all.
That's all? Oh, I'm sure Reynolds would love to hear that.
She already has.
What, and left you in charge? Oh, well, that's typical, isn't it?
Anne Reynolds is a professional, which is more than I can say for you.
Watch it, Moran.
Acting governor to you.
Oh, yes, I forgot. King for a day.
Who else knows?
Jenkins, which means everyone else by now.
Come with me.
Feel like a workout, do you, screw lover?
What do you want?
We want to have a talk.
Look, I don't know what all this is
Oh,
about.
like hell. I've heard about being a screw lover, but you're unbelievable.
Yeah, it's bad enough being a lagger without having it off with one of them. I don't know what you mean.
Oh, cut the crap.
I'm not afraid of you.
Maybe you should be.
Stay away from me.
Put that down if I were you.
I said stay away.
No way, bitch.
You stay out of this, Lexi. I don't want you getting hurt if this gets nasty. It's going. You're pretty good with that thing. Is that how you did your kid in?
Whoa. Damn you! Just leave me alone.
Should have said that to your screw mate, eh?
Oh, don't take your eyes off us. You've got to figure out who's going to jump you first. Me or Lurch.
Honest, what the hell do you think you're doing?
Me? The bitch has gone berserk. You saw her. She had a go at us with the barbell.
Yeah, we was just trying to get it off her.
Yeah, I'm a witness. I saw the whole thing.
I could toss the three of you into the pound.
Oh, great. She tries to smash us and we get copped for it. You wouldn't be protecting something, would you?
Yeah, like your girlfriend.
Right. Miss Ferguson, I want you to round up all the women and bring them here. Now!
Suppose we're going to lose all our gym privileges now? All because this Sheila went berserk with the barbell.
I can't get Kath Maxwell out of my mind. The women despise her, not just for what she's done on the outside, but for the constant breaking of the codes inside. Codes which the women have devised to bind them together against the officers. In a way, I understand the women's feelings, but I can't condone their actions. I'm sure Kath has some good within her, yet I hear the hatred this place breeds may turn her into the monster she's imagined to be.
Governor wants you lot in the gym. Now move. What are you up to, McCormick?
Oh, I'm just tidying the bed, Miss Ferguson.
You want it in the gym? I thought I told you lot to move.
Well, thanks again for coming, Uncle Pete.
Yes, thanks
You're
for everything.
welcome.
We really appreciate
Hey,
it.
I'll tell you what, I can set up the camera on the
Oh,
steps.
no,
We're a bit,
no.
it would be a good shot. You
No,
see, you
thanks.
can have
Of course it would.
just a
No.
happy couple
No.
standing,
No.
just standing there, you know.
Another time, perhaps.
The door
Yes,
gradually
when-
closing
when-
as you say goodbye.
No,
Another
well,
time,
thanks.
thanks,
Yes,
Uncle.
good night.
Thanks once
Thanks again.
Drive carefully.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye. Oh.
Are you happy, Joycey?
Oh, Mervyn, of course I am. It's all been so wonderful.
Do you remember the first time I asked you to try the cakes I made?
Yes. And the ones you made specially for me, I gave to everyone else because I didn't realize you were courting me.
I wasn't very good at it, was I?
Nonsense. But I'm glad you did. Very glad.
Oh, Joycey. I couldn't be happier.
What are you up to, Egbert?
I've just been to the Tut, Miss Ferguson.
The Governor wants everyone in the gym. Get a move on.
What's it about?
Don't ask questions. Go.
Today, I had a confrontation with the women over some cocaine that was smuggled in. I was amazed at the ingenuity, though. A radio-control model car was used to ferry the package to Rita at the fence. What worries me is several tennis balls coming over the fence, injected inside each one with Scotch whiskey. We managed to bring them inside, right under Miss Ferguson's nose. I'd hate to see her face if she found out.
Would you indeed?
I'll get a move on, Egbert. Miss Ferguson coming?
Yeah, I think so.
Right. There is a rumor circulating that Kath Maxwell and I are having an affair. Wrong!
How come you're playing favourites then?
Yeah, how about it?
Why don't you put her in the pound? She bloody attacked us.
I haven't said I wouldn't. I fought with her husband in Vietnam. We have known each other for years.
It's not half obvious, is it?
I didn't let on I knew her for a reason.
Yeah, we all know what that is, eh?
I was hoping to try and get the rest of you to understand her.
Oh, we understand it, don't we, girlie?
Let him finish, Rita.
All right.
I'm being open with you. The least you can do is respect it.
All right. As long as it's not a snow job.
Maxwell and I are not having an affair. The governor knows all about our friendship. I told her so myself. It was the only way of getting Patterson off the murder charge.
What are you talking about?
Williams was trying to use knowledge of our friendship to buy an escape. Kelly twigged, tried to dump her, and Williams killed her. That was the motive.
Yeah, it was Williams who I heard it from.
Yeah, well, even if you're not having an affair with her, it still doesn't change the fact she killed her own kid.
Yeah, all keeps lagging on people.
Yeah, what do you got to say about that, big boy? So you want us to give her an armchair ride? Is that what you're saying?
I'm asking you to treat her normally. If you act like animals, of course she'll turn on you.
What he's saying makes sense. No one touches anyone unless there's a reason. There's a whole bloody truckload in her case.
Anyway, it's still 3 witnesses against 1.
Yeah, and like Reed said, she took a swipe at us.
You're wasting your time.
Take me to solitary.
Wait for me at the gate. Catherine Maxwell has more humanity and guts than a lot of you put together.
You've gone too far.
Why did you have to attack her?
Because she bloody well had a go at us, that's why.
Oh, come on, Lex. She'd have been mad too.
Of course she would. She'd know she wouldn't stand a chance, and you were wrong about her anyway.
Well, how are we to know that Williams was lying?
Well, you could have checked before going after her like some sort of lynch mob.
Oh, just shut up, will you? All of you. The bitch got the pound, didn't she? Let's just leave it at that. Okay, Nance, we made a mistake. You made your point.
She's still a mate of his, won't stop him protecting her.
No, I reckon he's on the level. You want a game, Lurch? Yeah.
You know, I reckon he meant it too.
Well, of course he did, and with good reason, and hopefully he's made us all think twice.
Geez, you can be a pain, Nance.
No, I'm not rubbing it in. I'm just explaining that's how it was.
Yeah, well, as far as I'm concerned, she's a bitch full stop.
That's exactly what he was talking about, blind prejudice. And he was right about one thing. If we push her too far, she'll fight back to protect herself.
I know you're always right about everything, Nance, but put a sock in it, will you?
I'm just saying what I think.
Well, that's your problem. You think too much. You're always looking for some bloody underdog to go sticking up for.
Hey, ought to call her Saint Nance. What do you reckon, eh?
Hey, you've got a great way for you to escape, Nance. Tuck your halo in, flap your wings and go sailing off over the fence.
Hey, the freak would have kittens think you were the flying nun or something.
Don't laugh. Nance was right about the coke. I mean, look at Bongo, as high as a bloody kite.
But I hope Dan's not too badly injured.
It wouldn't hurt for the screws to let us know what's going on either.
Yeah, well, Moran won't. Too busy looking after his bit of fluff.
Oh, no, I thought we'd finished with all that.
You might have, not me. I say we don't let up on her.
Nance is right. The subject's closed.
About her being a screw lover, yeah. But she still killed her kid. All you said was you believed Moran.
So?
So it doesn't mean we sorted it out.
What do you reckon it means, thicko? If we believe him, we leave her alone, right?
No. OK, maybe Moran was on the level, but it doesn't mean Maxwell's not using him to make life more cushy for herself in here.
Oh, she's not like that. Annie threw her into solitary.
All I'm saying is we shouldn't change our minds until we've all had our say and then voted on it. I'm not the only one that feels like this. Lurch here feels the same.
Oh, what the hell? Let's vote on it.
Oh, Rita!
All right, girls, come on, let's get it all out in the open.
I'm glad I caught you before you went home, sir. It is rather important.
And deal with it through the governor. I'm a busy man. I don't have time for direct complaints.
I appreciate that, but there are things happening that, as minister, you should know.
Miss Ferguson, we didn't appoint prison governors just so officers could go over their heads.
Of course, sir. Look, I'm only worried about the prison. Security is a shambles, and the governor doesn't seem to be able to control it.
So?
Well, I have concrete evidence of what the prisoners have been getting away with. Now, it will only reflect on you and the department if it isn't stopped.
Well, it better be damn good. I won't have my time wasted on petty mudslinging.
Could I come in tomorrow morning, sir, and then you can see for yourself?
It'll have to be first thing, no later than 8:30. I've got appointments all day.
Right, 8:30 sharp. And thank you, sir. You won't be sorry.
I'd better not be. Good night.
Anyone think he was making gone with the wind through the amount of footage you got?
I hate to think how to turn up.
Is everything all right, Joan?
No, I suppose you heard about Connor's brother. Apart from that, fine. What's he doing here?
Oh, it's good to see you too, Joan.
Joan, organise a meeting between Steve and Julie, will you? I'll be in Anne's office. I'll see you after that.
You are joking.
Sorry?
He's just been dismissed.
Well, that doesn't affect his right to visit a prisoner. He's no different to any other member of the public.
He lied to get the job, and God knows what else while he was here, and now you're giving him special privileges.
He's not getting anything special,
It is
Joan.
past normal visiting hours, unless, of course, it's a matter of personal urgency.
It is.
Exactly. So do it, Joan. Oh, and, by the way, the wedding was lovely. Just thought you'd like to know.
You print one word about me in that thesis of yours, and I'll have you in court so fast you won't know what's hit you.
Oh, there goes chapter 4. Neuroses amongst officers.
You'd better have a damn good reason for this visit, or I'll be filing a report.
OK, I don't reckon there's any need to count. You can put them down. So don't none of you bitch about her from now on. And that's all of us, right? We give her a go.
Still reckon you're wrong.
Then keep your trap shut. OK, girls, you can go back to your sewing.
Believe me, Lexi, it'll be the right decision.
Egbert, you've got a visitor.
Who is it, Steve?
You'll find out when you get there. Now, stop wasting time.
No, I don't want to see you, Miss Ferguson.
Oh, trouble in paradise, eh? Well, I'll pass the message on.
Can you hold on a sec?
Beg your pardon?
Would you please wait a minute, Miss Ferguson? Look, don't be an idiot, Chook. You go and see him.
She's already made up her mind.
Yeah, you'd love it if he went, wouldn't you?
Oh, that sounds like insubordination to me, Patterson. Not to mention bad advice. For once, Egbert's using her head. That man made fools out of the lot of you.
Don't you listen to her, Chook.
Yeah, come on, Chook. He's come all that way to see you. Give him a go.
Now, what she said is true.
Oh, so we got a bit of info. It doesn't mean to say he doesn't like us, especially you.
He loves you, you mad mole.
Go on.
Look, if you don't hurry up, she'll be through those gates before you catch her.
He must love you, or he wouldn't be here.
Miss Ferguson!
Oh, geez, I go.
Miss Ferguson! Miss Ferguson! I've changed my mind.
What a pity you didn't catch up with me in time to tell me. True love blighted, eh? Tut, tut.
You can't do that. It's not allowed. I'll yell for another officer.
Oh, will you just?
You can't stop me seeing him.
I'll pretend I didn't hear that, Egbert. Now get back to the rec room.
It's my visit and I can have it. And if you lie to stop me, then I'll tell the governor about it.
You're a fool. He probably only wants to ask you more questions for his thesis.
Yeah, well, I'll find that out myself, won't I?
Hi.
No contact.
Look, I came because... Well, you've got to believe me, Julie. I didn't use you, despite what you think. Sure, I came here looking for research info and... Well, then I met you. And... Well, what I'm trying to say is... Will you marry me? I mean it. Keep your opinions to yourself. I want to marry you. No, all you have to do is say yes. Simple as that. I love you.
I said no contact.
I'll stick a sock in it, John.
Luxury, you lucky bugger. Oh, geez, forget the dough. He's a spunk. Wish I was going on the honeymoon.
Oh, what are you, perv or something, Lud?
Oh, not me, Anne Chook. I just wish it was me that was married.
Oh, I should have started a book on it. They all hound me down, told me I was mad.
This is Julie Ryan.
Good on you, mate. And when's the wedding?
Oh, it depends on the parole hearing, but as soon as possible.
Oh, I don't think that'll be any problem. I mean, Julie's record's fine.
Yeah, except for abusing official trust by snooping into the files when she worked in reception.
I doubt they'll hold that against her, Joan. Be more of the women weren't like her.
Here, here.
Don't you worry, Steve. I'd go ahead and book that church if I were you. That's how sure I am.
Oh, there's only Mother to worry about then.
Why, won't she be pleased?
Oh, that's an understatement. Comes from blue blood stock. No one but a Deb with a bank balance is good enough for her boy.
Well, I can't imagine anyone being happy about their son marrying someone from this place.
If you can't say anything positive, shut up.
Mrs. Morris, could I see you for a moment?
Can wait, Joan.
No, it can't.
Oh, that's all I need. Well, I'm very pleased for you both, and if I don't get an invitation to this wedding, there'll be hell to pay. Bob will see you out.
Don't let Joan get to you.
Oh, no way.
So you reckon your mum will be anti?
Oh, she won't be happy, you can guarantee that.
Julie's going to need all the support she can get once she's out. It won't help if your mother's going to be stroppy.
Oh, well, if she is, I won't let Julie near her. Oh, look, I'm angry at her already. She better not push it.
If she does?
Well, goodbye, Mother. Julie comes first from now on.
What is it, Joan?
I am sick to death of being patronised around here.
You're overreacting.
Overreacting? I've had people left, right and centre telling me I'm neurotic, including you and the governor. And I've been held to ridicule in front of the prisoners.
Well, when was that?
Just now, with Egbert and Ryan. I do my duty and he abuses me in front of her.
Are you sure you didn't bring it on yourself? I mean, you're so sour, you'd put a dampener on anybody's happiness.
Oh, that's right. Turn it around on me. Criticise me again.
I think the criticism is called for, Joan. We gave you a few days off because you were under a strain and you were showing it. I'm sorry, but circumstances forced us to bring you back in again. Now, you need a break, Joan. You're rubbing everyone up the wrong way. And I'm sorry, but everyone includes me.
Well, thank you for your sympathetic ear.
If only you would relax.
Look, it is this prison that's the problem and the shoddy way it's run. Hopefully, all that will change in a very short while.
There's a search and there's a search, if you know what I mean. Mind you, you're cute. Maybe I don't mind after all.
Yeah, not too long, okay? She's still not 100%.
Catch you on the way out. Heard you wanted to see me. So, how are they hanging, you silly old bugger?
Oh, how are you, Tits?
Oh, you know, comme ci, comme ça, as the French sailors say. What'll I do with these?
Oh, stick them over there. Nurse'll fix them up. Want you to bring that.
Well, never bought anything else. Not since that bloke showed me some of the exotic things a girl can do with them. Thought they might stop you from getting bored. Mabel said you needed some help.
Yeah, sit down, love. This might take a while.
So how come she's not helping you?
Well, I need somebody younger in case of trouble, you know. Old Mabel's a bit past looking after herself.
Oh, not dangerous or nothing, is it?
Well, there's a chance it could be. That worry you?
And what the hell? A girl takes a risk every time she drags a fella back to her room. I should be used to that by now.
How is business, by the way?
Oh, can't complain for a girl my age. Still enough out there into mature charms to keep the cash registers ringing. So what's the scam?
I need you to help me to escape. Tonight.
Mrs. Reynolds?
Yes?
Mr. Moulton's sleeping. Doctor doesn't think it's a good idea to disturb him for the
How is
moment. I thought Doctor told you.
No, I mean his morale.
Bearing up well as far as I can see. Don't worry, he's in good hands.
The main thing is for you and the undercover bloke to create a diversion, get the guard away from the door. Then I'll be able to slip out and there'll be another cop waiting for me with a wheelchair.
I can't believe you've got the cops helping you.
Well, only a couple. The less people who know that it's a setup, the less chance Bassinger will have to be tipped off.
The good old judge arranged it all, eh?
Yeah.
No doubt about them. When you know their kinks, they'll bend over backwards.
I'm not forcing him. He's doing it out of friendship.
Geez, you must have been good in the old days. Look at the contacts you still got.
Ah, the best. Anyway, this bloke's name is Tom Harley. And he'll be waiting for you downstairs. He's a scruffy-looking bloke. And he'll be reading a red book.
Well, what happens once you're out of here?
You lead Bassinger to me. Harley will fill you in on that.
Still, it's not only the guard we've got to worry about.
What do you mean?
The governor of the Nick being here.
You lost me.
The governor of Wentworth. I saw her down the corridor when I was coming in. Don't want you running slap bang into her.
Reno?
Oh, I don't know what her name is. Was her all right? I saw her on the tally after Lexi broke out. They were interviewing her.
Oh, hell. Just as well you mentioned it. Oh, I'll have to be careful she's not still around when they're springing me.
Well, she's not here because of you, is she?
Well, no. She must be visiting somebody else. Oh, bugger. We just have to hope she POQs and leaves the coast clear. We'll have to stand by till then.
It might be better if you leave and come back in a couple of hours.
Tom?
You must be tapped. Let's go.
Yeah, they always bloody do it, eh?
Hey, Lex. Yeah? Can I come in with you for a bit?
You on the turn or something?
I just wanna.
You can, come on.
About time something good happened in here, eh?
Yeah.
You'll end up in the nick of yourself if you're not careful.
You can't stop me.
You don't make sense until I build what is this?
Let's go, Nick.
Relegate, mate.
Get lost.
Listen, quiet now. This is a hospital, not a boxing ring.
It's my bloody wife. I'll do what I bloody will like. What I'm trying to do is just a friend of the police.
You're a waster, Liz.
A waste?
Oh, this is ridiculous.
The Minister will see you now, Miss Ferguson.
Ah, Miss Ferguson. Thank you. Oh, let's have it. This concrete evidence of yours.
I found it in a prisoner's locker, sir. I have no reason not to believe its contents.
This is a photocopy.
Yes, I put the original back. It could come in handy.
Oh,
Well, you'll understand when you read it, sir. I've marked the more interesting passages.
I see, but I don't have time.
Sir, even if you just glance at it, you'll get some idea. If you'll excuse me. Perhaps you could start there.
You can vouch for the authenticity of this diary?
I found it myself, sir, in Nancy McCormick's cell.
McCormick?
She's on remand, murdered her husband.
Ah, yes, I remember it in the papers. What sort of a woman is she?
Oh, she's as trustworthy as anyone in there. Middle class, fairly decent. Quite different to a lot of them.
And quite possibly a murderess.
I'm not trying to whitewash her, sir. But I do believe that we can take anything she says as truth. Of course, you can always have her handwriting verified if you don't trust me.
Oh, I don't think that'll be necessary. What I want to know is why you're here.
I don't understand, sir. I thought that would have been obvious.
I'm not naive, Miss Ferguson. I read your file before you arrived. I want to know what your personal motives are.
Well, sir, I am finding it increasingly difficult to sit back and watch what's going on. Well, first there was the fiasco with Bob Moran, and now this business with Ryan. And there's no telling what embarrassment his thesis will cause the department. And, of course, the rash of escapes we've had lately. Oh, I was dissatisfied before, sir, without reading that. Scotch whiskey and tennis balls thrown over the fence, cocaine being smuggled in. The place is a security disaster area.
You're one of the officers. Surely you're condemning yourself?
If anyone there had listened to me, sir, I would be inclined to agree with you, because I warned them about Ryan and Moran, and I have consistently argued that security be stepped up with extra patrols. With respect, sir, I hardly feel that I can be blamed, even partly.
And who would you blame?
Well, Mrs. Reynolds is a good governor, but...
Oh, don't beat around the bush. Come on, out with it.
All right. Mrs. Reynolds could be a good governor, sir, if she had a strong deputy. And Meg Morris isn't it. She's far too soft.
In what way?
Well, for example, last night she arranged a special after-hours visit just so that Steve Ryan could propose marriage to a prisoner. That for someone who had just discredited and embarrassed the department.
And you obviously feel you're the answer.
I only want what's best for Wentworth. And I believe, sir, that that is with me as Deputy Governor.
Yes?
Connors, Mrs. Reynolds.
Bring her in, will you? I'll call you when I want to take him back.
They reckon Dan's going to be okay.
He'll walk again, in time.
Yeah, well, I'm pleased. Not that I reckon you'll believe me.
Why not?
I saw the way you looked at me before they dragged us back inside yesterday. You blame me, don't you?
I did yesterday. I had a lot of time to think while I was waiting in the hospital, though.
Yeah?
You care for Dan, I know you do. It was obvious from the way you reacted. You had no idea what your brother was going to do.
Of course I didn't, a bloody stupid little bastard. I mean...
I know what you mean, Connors. I think you described him very well. I want him caught. I won't deny it. But I also want you to know there'll be no repercussions for you over what happened.
You mean it?
I give you my guarantee.
Well, thanks, Mrs. Reynolds. I was expecting you to chuck the book at me.
You can't help it if your brother's a fool. However, if there's any way you can help the police, I hope you will. He doesn't deserve protection.
Maybe not. But he's still my brother.
After what he did to Dan...
I know all that, but there's no way I'm going to dob on him, though. Your sort will never understand my sort, Mrs. Reynolds. Don't even try. At least we agree Dan's a beaut bloke. Agreeing on one thing's a start, eh?
And cancel my appointments with Bierman and Davies. I'll have to spend the morning at Wentworth. You on duty this morning?
Yes, sir, in about an hour.
Good. Now, as far as anyone's concerned, this conversation never took place. I'll approach the whole thing as if it were my idea.
I appreciate your trust in me.
Don't make me regret it. You've some blemishes on your record. If you don't get results, I'll use them to make sure you're demoted just as quickly.
There could be a problem with Meg Morris, sir. It's just a warning.
I'll handle those when and if they arise. Been getting a lot of press flack about lack of security lately, and Wentworth's top of the list. If you can help me resolve that situation, your future's going to be very rosy, Miss Ferguson.
Well, I do hope to make governor one day, sir, so I'll be doing my best.
So you do?
Just two more things, sir. The diary. I do feel it's best, perhaps, if we don't mention it to Mrs. Reynolds. While ever it's there to be read, then I can keep ahead of any trouble.
Good thinking. What's the other problem?
You'll notice, sir, amongst the material I've marked in the diary, the name of a prisoner, Egbert, is mentioned several times. Julie Egbert. It's quite clear that she's up to her neck in everything that's going on. Well, her parole hearing is due today. It's quite obvious she doesn't deserve to be paroled. Her name is underlined each time it's mentioned. It's entirely up to you, of course, sir, but I think perhaps a word to the parole board might not go astray. She certainly has pulled the wool over Mrs. Reynolds' eyes.
Hardly a reformed character, is she?
Then you'll speak to the board?
I certainly will. Thank you, Miss Ferguson. I think this is the start of a very fruitful collaboration.
He used to give me roses. I wish he could again. But that was on the outside, and things were different then. On the inside, the sun still shines, and the rain falls down. But the sun and rain are prisoners too when morning comes around. Last night I dreamed we were together, sharing